Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video we will discuss the inputs and outputs of the PLC. Inputs and output signals to a control system can be divided into two groups. One is digital and the other one is analog. A digital signal has only two states, that is 0 or 1. 0 and 1 correspond to voltage levels and can have different potential levels for 1. For example, status 1 could be 3.3 volt DC, 5 volt DC in case of microcontroller based systems. In microcontroller based system, status 1 is equivalent to 3.3 volt or 5 volt DC or 12 volt DC for CMOS digital system. In CMOS digital system, level 1 is equal to 12 volts. For a PLC control system, status 1 corresponds to 24 volt DC. In PLC, 24 volt DC corresponds to status 1. These voltage levels are true for both input and outputs. Similarly, for output, if the status is 1, it means that there is a 24 volt in PLC. In the case of CMOS, it would be 12 volt, and in case of other systems, these would be 3.3 volt, 5 volt, and like this. For example, 1 volt is equal to 3.3 volt DC, 5 volt DC or 24 volt DC correspond to different kinds of systems, and 0 volt is equal to 0 volt. For input, for example of digital input and output could be switches as input and a relay indicator as output. These are the output, these are the inputs. These are switches, push button, toggle switches, and the on-off switches. And these switches may be of NPN type and PNP type based on if they are based on transistor. The output, you can have an LED, a relay, or a valve. This is a valve, this is a relay, this is a LED. Input and output of PLC. An analog signal can have many values between minimum and maximum values of input or output signal. For example, minimum and maximum voltage levels as analog input or output could be plus minus 3.3 volt DC, plus minus 5 volt DC in case of microcontroller based system. In microcontroller based system, we use plus minus 3.3 volt or plus minus 5 volt. For a PLC control system, minimum and maximum levels for an analog signal could be plus minus 100 millivolt, plus minus 10 volt, or plus minus 20 milliampere. These voltage levels are true for both input and output signals. In case of PLC, we have different voltage levels. For in case of voltage, plus minus 10 volt, plus minus 100 millivolt, plus minus 20 milliampere. These are the voltage levels for the analog signals. In case of input or output signals, analog signals, they could be categorized in these voltage ranges. Maximum and minimum ranges would be plus minus 3.3 volt, plus minus 5 volt for the microprocessor based system, plus minus 10 volt or plus minus 20 milliampere would be for PLC based systems. These are the input system. This is a temperature sensor, this is a motor, this is a valve, this is a valve. Examples of analog and input and output could be temperature, speed of a motor, flow of a liquid. This is the speed of motor, this is the speed of motor, this is the temperature, and this is the flow sensor or flow valve. This is also a valve, temperature sensor, and a speed of a motor. So these could be attached at the input. These are the sensing values that could be measured with the help of analog values. PLC architecture. PLC consists of this kind of architecture. In the center you have a CPU, and on the one side you have analog input and digital input output, which is further attached. These IOs will be attached to the sensors. These sensors may be digital sensor or analog reading sensors. On the other side you have the analog output and also digital IOs, which means that digital output will be attached on the output side and digital input will be attached on the input side. So these are the output side, this is the output side, and this is the input side. And these outputs are attached with actuators like motors, valves, relays, and things like this. And a power supply is supplied to all the units, to the inputs and to the outputs. And field bus, there is option of field bus on which we can connect PLC with the other PLCs. So in this way, its feedback system works. Actuators gives a signal to the input sensors, and in this way its process is controlled. Role of a PLC in industries. PLCs are used in different kinds of industries. For example, automotive industries, manufacturing industries, and cosmetic manufacturing industries, and every kind of industries. In each and every kind of industrial manufacturing, you can use the PLC. Role of a PLC. Role of a PLC in building automation. In building automation, a PLC can be used to control the gas sensor, fire sensor, temperature, humidity sensor, window sensor, door sensor, panic switch, power sensor, door access control system, and many others. PLC families. There are different kinds of PLC families. For example, Siemens PLCs, Fatic PLCs, Mitsubishi PLCs, Allen Bradley PLCs, Koyo PLCs, Delta PLCs, ABB PLCs, which is this is its name, and it is stand for General Swedish Electric Company Brown. So Aten PLCs. These are different kinds of PLCs. You can see that. Thank you so much for watching this video.